All right, with the Hebrew Israelites coming in week and week out to prophesy the downfall of America. But before we begin, we want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, double honors to the apostles of the great millstone who taught us his truth. Honors to you brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to you few sisters that's listening and learning. You know, pretty much, man, there's a lot going on, man. There's a lot happening within the streets. You know, you got the World War III prophecies are still happening. Israel's getting in their warrior spirit, talking about they know for a fact that these certain things happen within Iran, so they getting ready to plan an attack. The pandemic is prospering, which is a beautiful thing. You know, over there across overseas, the mandates are even heavier, way heavier than before, man. And over there in Australia, there's a brother that literally just said he got to get ready to lose his job because they getting to the point where they like, if you don't have those magical waters, you already know what I'm talking about when I say that. You know, you pretty much can't live, man. It's gonna get to a point where people are gonna be picking up their groceries or getting their groceries delivered because they won't be able to go to the supermarkets. And you know, and it is what it is, man. So we out here to give the warning to you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to let you know that great judgment is coming, man. And it's coming quick. Like, things are happening like this, man. Yep. Like this. You know, they opened the place back up. They gave you all of the fun as you wanted again and everything like that. But it's only gonna last just for a short amount of time. Because now, you know, they got this Delta thing that's going out, and they're using that so then they can have an excuse to shut this shit back down again, man. And pretty much, man, we all been saying it. Well, it's like, look, just because they giving you these gifts, just because they giving you your freedoms back doesn't mean that this is over. They have an agenda, man. And the agenda is to push the MOB, which is the microchip, all right? That's the ultimate goal, man, for the New World Order. They want to put a chip in every single person that's living. And if you ain't down with that, it is what it is. Go ahead, Art.
All right, this is Isaiah, chapter 58, verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up their voice like a trumpet and show my people their transgression.
That's right.
In the house of Jacob their sins.
That's right. So we lifting up our voice like a trumpet, meaning let it be known, man. You know, let it be known that what you're doing is wrong. Let the people know what they're doing that's wrong. Show people their transgressions, man. Be like, hey, look, you going off doing this, you going off doing that. You need to stop doing that because it's gonna become a time where the Lord is not gonna have mercy anymore, man. Right now, he has mercy. He's having mercy. That's only upon his elect, that is. All right? We trying to wake up the elect through the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, man. So we out here to give you the warning. Because if you don't want to take the warning, guess what? You're going to have to pretty much be a sacrifice to get back into the kingdom, man. You're going to have to go down with your enemy. And that's what's coming, man. You know, it's all over the news, man. All these mandates and everything that's happening, it's getting ready to shut this shit right back down, man. And you know, and everybody that's living as if nothing is happening in the world, but it is. It is. This is only gonna last just for a certain amount of time. You get Isaiah 47.
Isaiah 47.
Yeah. This is not gonna be forever, man. Like I said, overseas, Australia is literally shutting down their whole country. They're talking about the mandates where people can't even go to the grocery stores unless you took the shot, man. And it's coming over here to America. Imagine how it's going to be when it come over here to America. Just like last year, you know, in 2020, you know, when all of the riots and everything was happening, people were going crazy. Now imagine when it happens again, when they tell you, even though you took the shot, you still got to put the mask on. Even though you did this, you still got to social distance. People are going to lose it because they want their freedom, man. They want to be able to come out here and live. But the government and these people that's in power, they're not going to allow you to do that. All right? Go ahead.
All right. This is Isaiah 47, verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O daughter of Babylon. Sit on thy ground, there is no throne. O daughter of the Chaldees, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
That's right. You shall be no more called tender and delicate. No more pleasures. No more living free. No more being in comfort. Great restrictions are coming, man. They are coming. All right? It's going to become a time where it's going to be martial law out here. Breaking in people's houses. Taking your children. Taking your goods. Doing whatever it is because you're not down with this system. And that's why we're trying to warn you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to get into that spirit, man. You're going to have faith within these last days because it's about to be great wrath coming upon this place, man. It's no more tender and delicate no more, man. It's just about to be straight up trouble as the days go forward. And as we see it, man. We see it. Joe Biden, that damn idiot, he can't even hold a speech. He can't hold a conversation. People trying to understand what he's saying, and people just like, what are you talking about? The leader of this whole place don't even know what's happening. He can't even lead correctly. And they getting ready to get him up out of there. And best believe when they do it, they're gonna put what's that demon name? Kamala Harris. She gonna become president, and the next thing you know, she gonna destroy this place, man. Cause she don't know what she doing either. She gonna usher in all kind of rules and orders, and people gonna be like, what the hell are you doing, man? And that's what's gonna cause the people to come back to these streets, man. It's gonna be like the 2020 remix, man.
I got a good scripture. This is 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2, verse 8. And thou shalt that wicked be revealed, who the Lord should consume with the spirit of his mouth, and should destroy with the brightness of his coming.
Right.
Even him who coming in after the working of Satan with all powers and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceitfulness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they feel not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause God should send them strong delusion.
Strong delusion.
And they should believe a lie.
They should believe a lie. These people are believing a lie right now. Come on, you got to see what's going on. They offering you gift cards, $100 checks, Super Bowl tickets, baseball tickets, all of these things just so you can get the shot, man. You got to be dumb to see what's not going on, man. All right? They offer you all of these gifts. And what the scriptures say, gifts blind the eyes, right? People like, wait, hold on, I get free groceries for a week. And you already know our people, they already you want to get the link card and do whatever it is, right? They get all of these gifts. They like, man, forget it. I don't care what's in. I don't know what the ingredients are, but I'm gonna go ahead and take it anyway. Come on, man. They never did anything for this for what? AIDS, HIV, cancer. Where's the so-called magical shots for that? Where they at? You came up with a magical medicine within a year, man. So these people are believing a delusion. It's through, man. People are blind, man, and they doing this on purpose, man, because like I said, a lot of people are going to follow their agenda. You got something else?
I was about to get fees, never mind, but
oh, you can get that, yeah. 6 and 4. Oh, you still get that. That's good, yeah. 6 and 4.
Not fees, no, it's something else.
Okay.
Well, it's alright, man. What else?
But yeah, you can still get Ephesians though. That's a good one. Ephesians chapter 6 verse 4. Because at the end of the day, man, like we said, man, we over here in the spiritual battle right now. You know, we have to uplift our faith, because if we don't, we're doomed with this place. It's a done deal, man. And we're not trying to be that. That's why we out here giving the warning, let you know, stop doing the things that you're doing. You know, follow these commandments, statutes, and laws to your best ability. Get your spirit ready. All right.
So messed up, man.
Time for a new one. You want to use mine? Or?
You just bring out that scripture.
All right.
I can't. Yeah, my page a little. My book is just messed up.
Hey, been using it, man. Been using it. All right. This is Ephesians chapter 6, verse 4, and it says, hold on, Salakia. 6 and 12, Salakia. It says, I'll start at 10. It says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. So when you come into this across this word, first of all, you got to believe it. Then once you believe it, then you become converted. All right, you start doing the things that the scriptures tell you to do, so then you can have a chance to make it up out of here. Because according to Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5, we already know that strangeness of salvation is coming, which is a chariots. All right, so you got to believe and be converted in order for you to have and achieve that rod. And it says, put on the whole armor of the Most High, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil, which is he getting ready to come down with, that great wrath. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. And that's what we're doing right now, man. We're in the spiritual warfare. All right, the elites and the people that's in power, they know what's going on. They know as soon as they do this, man, as soon as they snap their fingers, they know that's their end, man. But you know, they got that spirit of Pharaoh on them right now. You know, in the story of Pharaoh, what did Pharaoh do? He was like, look, I don't want that smoke. He said, no, I ain't finna do nothing. Go ahead and be free, right? But then the Most High was like, no, I ain't about that. No, you gonna do what I want you to do. All right, and that's the same spirit that Esau was in right now. He's in that spirit where he doesn't want this to happen, but the Most High is putting the spirit upon him to make these things happen, man. So we wrestling against spiritual wickedness in spiritual high places, man. All right, we down here and they up there, but the worlds are about to reverse. You got something?
Yeah. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. But the time in the season, brethren, ye have no need that I write to you. For yourselves know perfect that the day of the Lord so comes as a thief in the night. For when they should say, peace and safety, then sudden destruction comes upon them as the veil upon a woman with child, and they should not escape.
That's right.
But ye brethren are not in darkness, that day shall overtake you as a thief. Ye are the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of the darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep and do others, but let us watch and be sober.
Let us watch and be sober, meaning let us change our minds and be clear-minded, man. Let us actually see what's going on, because right now they're promising this place peace and safety, and you see it. We just literally had a conversation when I came here, and I was just like, right. You people getting ready for the new season. You know, and then a lot of people are excited because now they can actually go to the games and everything like that instead of watching it with the LED audience and everything, you know. Like I said, we had this conversation before we started. I was just like, man, look at this city, man. It's a complete difference, complete 180 from last year, man. And the thing is, you know, a lot of people are taking advantage of that, man. You know, the traffic is heavier again. People are able to go out and do things that they want to do because, you know, they want to enjoy themselves. But what the scriptures that say? What he just say? He said when they promise you peace and safety, right now you feel like you have peace and you have safety. Why? Because you took the magical waters. All right? So they promise you peace.
No, you took that tetanus shot.
Right.
Bro, you told for a goddamn tetanus shot.
Like, come on, man. They promise you all these things. They like, look, you got celebrities out here, you know, doing their part, causing the division. The latest demon, Jennifer Aniston, she was like, she over here not being friends with a lot of her people that she used to be cool with because they didn't take the magical waters.
Usually he made a comment like, yeah, black people need to take the vaccination. And then he was talking about history of vaccination. And then he gonna turn around and say, yeah, I know you're afraid of the shot because of the Tuskegee experiment, but no, this is given to everybody. It's not given to just blacks. Like, no, this is crazy. Matter of fact, as soon as you go and get that vaccine, they might switch it up and use something else.
Right. Showing you where these people are really at as far as the mind goes, you know. A lot of them, man. Who else said something like that? Chris Rock. He said the same thing. He was like, "Look, I've been eating Fruity Pebbles. I've been eating Fruity Pebbles, Captain Crunch, all these different foods from the food truck, and ain't nothing happened to me. So you trying to tell me I'm supposed to be afraid of what's in this so-called, what it is?
Yeah, we just want to say that, but us saying that they're gonna label it. They're gonna label it with the disease, and then they basically gonna what's the word for it? They're gonna shadow ban you shit.
Yeah, and so you got a lot of our people who gonna follow, because the latest dude too, Slim Thug, he getting mad because a lot of people ain't taking it. He pretty much thinking about himself. He like, look, y'all causing me to not be able to make my money and go to my shows and everything because they keep on closing these places down. That's because y'all don't want to take it. He like, look, if I see one of y'all in the street, man.
That's a good example. Like, look at all these people right here. You got people with masks on, not with masks on. Go ask around, ask them if they vaccinated. You don't have a lot on this gonna say that you know, and they doing perfectly fucking fine.
Yep.
So you trying to get up to take a vaccine, and we already know that fucking that thing don't exist, man. It's just a bookie, man, to get you to be a lab experiment.
Right. And you know, and that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what's happening. You know, because at the end of the day, like I said earlier, it's this movie coming out. I forget what the name of it is, because I think it just they just promoted it, or started promoting it, I should say. And they got the lead actor from the movie 2012. You know, they using him in a lot of these apocalyptic movies. But pretty much, and the movie looked like, well, for what I saw, I had to watch it again. It looked like, you know, a lot of people were starting to go crazy, whatever, once these certain towers were activated. You know, once these certain towers were activated, a lot of people started having these little zombie-looking faces, and then they ran toward the towers, and they was just looking at it as if it was supposed to save them, or it was supposed to protect them for whatever it was. But at the end of the day, what it was doing was making them crazy, man. And Apostle Gabar brought out a video saying that could damn well be the scenario for everybody that took that jab, man. Something could be activated within you to the point where you gonna start being the zombies in these streets, man. You can get Ciroc 5 and let me see, 7. Yeah, Ciroc 5 and 7. And pretty much, you know, at the end of the day, like we always been saying, man, it's like there's something in it, man. There's something in it, all right? But at the end of the day, this is not the only thing that's going on. Like we said, man, it's the, you know, the inflation is still happening. The food shortages are still happening, all right? There's a lot of things that's going on. You know, the love for many are waxing cold, like the scriptures say. All right, you got it. Okay, you got it.
The Apocrypha, Sirach 5 and 7. Make no terrors to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly should the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thou security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance.
That's right. So it said, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord. So right now, you have to come back. You have to do this now, man. Because we literally in the last seconds. The hourglass is flipped over, and it's literally on the last little pebbles, man. It's on the last seconds, man. And it's getting to the point where one of these days, it's going to be just like how it was when it happened in 2020. They're going to be like, none of y'all can't come back out. They already talking about everybody that's in schools, as far as Illinois go, everybody got to wear the mask when they go back to school, right? Even though they just had Lollapalooza happen this month. Everybody was crowded, showing you that this is a place of confusion. But at the end of the day, like I said, make no tarrying to turn back to the Lord, because you don't know when the wrath is coming. But we know that it's very close, according to the prophecies that's happening in this book, man. So you have to get real, man. You got to get right, because at the end of the day, if you don't, that wrath is going to come upon you, man. It's going to be something that you wish never happened to you, man. The Most High is going to make your greatest nightmares come to light. You can keep reading.
Yeah, no. Verse 8, set not thy heart unto goods unjustly gotten, for there should not profit thee in the days of calamity.
Yep. It's not profit you in the days of calamity, man. Everything that you feel like can help you over, help you long bear this thing that's getting ready to happen, you know, it's not going to help, man. We always said that you cannot prepare for the apocalypse. You can't prepare for it. You can store all the foods you want. You get all the weapons that you want. You know, you can get the most beastly looking cars or metal doors or whatever, the armor, whatever the case may be. You can do all these things, but unless the Lord got the spirit upon you to make it, you ain't gonna make it, man. And like I said, and that's only for these people right here, man. Only for these people right here. You know, if you're not on this side, man, like we just read earlier in Isaiah 47 chapter. Sit down, O daughter of Babylon, in the dust. All right, he's about to uncover the leg. You know, he's about to expose you, man. He's about to bring this place down. He's about to put you back in the server position that you're supposed to be in the first place. All right, the roles are about to switch. You go ahead.
Verse 9, put it not with every wind and go not into every way, for so does the sinner that have a double tongue. Be steadfast in thy understanding, and let thy words be the same.
Yeah.
Be swift to hear, and let thy life be sincere.
Yeah, be swift to hear. A lot of people, when they want to come across this word, man, they always got something to say back. you gotta be able to, you gotta come in this spirit of listening, man. Just listen. And a lot of times when you just listen, a lot of your answers will, a lot of your not answers, but a lot of your questions will be answered, man. And a lot of the things that you wonder about will come out to you. The Most High knows what you want. He knows what you are seeking for. So you gotta, hey, a lot of y'all just gotta shut the fuck up, man. That's all you gotta do and listen. Once you do that, man, because listening is a process of humbling yourself. Because once you listen, you are giving somebody else attention in a way that you're not disturbing them, man. And that's gonna get you to the point where you're just like, man, okay, I see what y'all talking about. So that's what we're trying to get these people to do, man. We're trying to get them to listen. Get some more of that.
Yeah. And with patience give answer. If thou have understanding, answer thou neighbor. If not, lift thy hand upon thy mouth. Honor and shame is his heart, and the tongue of the man is his fault.
Yep, that's it. So there it is, man. Like we said, man, you know, at the end of the day, you know, when you have a lot to say, it clouds your mind, man. You know, because you're not, like I said, you're not listening. You're not giving yourself the freedom and the ability to actually understand what's going on, because you're getting to the point where you're just believing in yourself, and that's a thing that you're not supposed to be doing, man. So let's get
so that's the last day.
Yep.
To themselves.
Yep. So at the end of the day,
That's why you got a lot of freaks around here, man.
Yep.
Only thing they know every fucking day.
Yep. All the time.
It's like you, okay. Let's say you're an art teacher. You've been doing you've been working comic books and concept art for video games. You go out there and teach some little motherfucker, and he telling you that, like, man, it's all bullshit. You got fucking spirit. Now that's a little prick right there. Like that instant with the last year with Cal Newton, when you had that kid that was talking shit about him. About you ain't shit. This, that, and the third. Then he fired it back like, man, what championships have, like, man, what MVP have you won? You know?
And they ain't had nothing to say. Nothing to say at all, man.
Like, man, I'm rich.
Exactly.
You know, that's the type of mentality that these people are at, man.
Yep.
You know, you have somebody that is good as an athlete as him, and he getting dog shit about he gets shitted on and fast on time.
Yes.
JT.
Yep. Especially with it was the same thing that's happening with Carlton, actually, too, because he married a white woman, and you know, a lot of our people bash him. A lot of our people love that dude, man.
Is that the dude from Fresh Prince?
From Fresh Prince, yeah.
Yeah, that shit's stupid, because show you how hypocritical it is. You bash him, but you got Pharrell Williams that's married to a fucking white man.
You're right.
Y'all ain't talking shit about that.
You're right.
That shows that y'all motherfuckers is under a matriarchy, and that shit gotta stop, and it is gonna stop.
Yep.
This bullshit culture.
Yep. You get that real quick. Hosea 4:6. Because a lot of y'all, you know, are hypocrites, man. Y'all hypocrites. You know, y'all want everything to go according to what y'all think it should go. But then when y'all see certain things that's outside of your so-called nature and culture, you get mad, man. And like the brother from the Chicago camp, Jeremiah, you know, he heavy on that, man. He like, look, this is a spiritual warfare. He like, man, leave Keisha alone. Yeah, leave Keisha alone and go get with Becky, man. And hey, a lot of our people are doing that. Like I said, what's the dude named Michael B. Jordan? He did it. He got backlash. Carlton, he did it. People, like I said earlier, people love Carlton, man. That's a dude that's, you know, doing the moves and shit. All right.
He doing that shit. That was a funny, that was a funny thing right there too.
All right, but everybody know who he is.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm finna get on to it, man.
All right.
This is Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, because they have rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, and thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing that they have forgotten the laws without power, and I will also forget thy children.
That's right. He's going to forget your children. He's going to forget you, man, because you don't want to come to a better understanding, a greater understanding. You just want to stay in the same position that you in. You don't want to better yourself, man. You don't want to excel at anything. You just want to go the easy route, man. We get that too in Proverbs. At Proverbs 2, how long shall you love simplicity? We can bring that out too.
I'll go out and vote.
Right, right.
Go out and vote.
You know?
Yeah, that Roland Martin, you a fucking asshole, bro. You a fucking man. When that time comes, you gonna get put to death. You gonna get it gruesome.
Yeah, man.
So you had these niggas go out there and vote to get this dude out of office, and then they didn't change shit. and then fucking Biden in an interview said it's not gonna, like, him being in office, it's not gonna fundamentally change anything. He actually said that shit.
Yep.
So why the fuck you wanna get this dude out of fucking office when he gonna do the same shit?
The same shit, man. And anything, he's actually corrupting this place even more. Even more, man.
Well, y'all wanna remove somebody that was actually talking a lot of shit to a cancer patient. There's a real racist.
Right. Man, people are silly, man.
Yeah, the 1993 Biden speech.
Yeah.
Every so-called Negro need to watch that.
Yep.
They need to put that in class and everything.
Yep.
Because that dude didn't have nothing nice to say about you.
God.
As a matter of fact, he made laws against you, and he been against any law that pertains to civil rights. So he was against it.
Yep. He was against it, man. He was against
all
it.
In the 70s.
Yep.
In the 80s.
Yep. That's right. And a lot of people don't know that, man, because they don't want to, research anything and go to see what's actually going on or anything like that. They just look at it for what he's saying now. He's giving you this these smooth things. We have to bring that out too. I'll bring that out after you bring that out real quick.
What is Proverbs?
And I believe it's Proverbs 2, where it said, how long so you love simplicity? I think around the 20th verse, I think.
Yeah, that's the first one.
Oh, it's chapter 1? Yeah, it's chapter 1, Salakia. Yeah, it's chapter 1.
Yeah, this is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 20. I'm going to start from 19. So the ways of everyone that greases a game was taken away the life of the owner thereof. Wisdom cries without. She uttered her voice in the street. She cries in the chief place of concourse in the opening of the gate in the city. She uttered her voice, saying, how long you simple one will ye love simplicity?
That's right. How long will you simple ones love simplicity?
And the scorned delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
They hate it, man. They hate to learn. That's why they shows you that in the boondocks. They like, look, you want to kill one of us? You're like, read. You know?
Yeah, he put out a lot of stuff on there too. Like,
yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that dude put on there on his Boondocks episode, like the chicken flute.
Yeah.
Now it was chicken flute, and you had niggas that were going out there fighting for chicken. And then, after they were fighting for the chicken, the pandemic hit.
Yep. They shows you that too with the Popeyes thing, because when Popeyes came out, that chicken sandwich, it shows you why people going crazy, fighting each other and everything like that. When they kept running out of the chicken sandwiches, they showed you that in the boondocks too, like you just said.
Yeah, the media was just blowing that shit up.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it wasn't a large group of people just fighting over the chicken sandwich.
Yeah, right.
Might have somebody here and there in different cities, but then it went viral. That's about it.
Right. But like you said, like that show, man, they expose a lot. They exposing a lot. A lot of things that they expose in that show is happening right now, man. What they call that? They call it predictive programming, man. They show you what's gonna happen before it happens.
And the Simpsons, where the doctor tried to get Barker shot.
Yeah.
And Barker was ducking, bobbing, and weaving the shots.
Right.
Yeah, they showing you, man.
Yep. Like they showing you, man. And then the thing is too about the Simpsons. In the later episodes when Lisa was president, she had on the pearls and the purple suit like Kamala Harris had, right? And she was actually president. And then they said within one of the episodes, America was in turmoil. So this thing with them getting rid of Joe Biden, I think they said they're going to utilize the 25th Amendment. 25th Amendment. They said they're going to get him up out of there because he don't got it all. And as soon as they do that, they're going to put Kamala in there. And the Simpsons on point. Kamala got him to go and destroy this place, man.
He probably got cancer, man. What's a little bad? He need to fuck that.
That's right.
Like he need to, his spirit is just like free, just release from his body.
Yep.
That motherfucker look like a goddamn, he look like a dead man walking, man.
That dude literally tripped up the stairs 3 times. 3 times. He, and then he don't get up the top of the stairs. Man, get your ass out of here, man.
Yeah, this motherfucker got rest more time than the Lord, bro. Every time he go to sleep, wake up, you like, damn, I thought he was dead, bro. You sleep 360 times out of the day. He got rest.
Like, just give it up, man. You ain't fit for this
Both
job.
sides just keep his ass up there.
Right. You ain't fit for this job, man. They need a leader who's gonna lead us into the end of the world. You ain't gonna do it.
Yeah, you need to be one of these nursing homes out here, like over here in Chicago.
Right. You can read that again one more time.
All right. This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 20. Wisdom cries without, she uttered her voice in the street. She cries in the chief place of concourse, in the opening of the gates in the city. She uttered her voice, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
That's right.
And the scorn to delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
That's right. So at the end of the day, wisdom crying without in the streets. And that's why we out here, man. You know, we out here because we fear the Lord, first of all, because we understand that we came across his knowledge, and then Most High gave us this gift. So we got to expose this gift to the world, man. So he told us to come out into the highways and the byways and make our bodies a living sacrifice, you know, so we can show the Most High that we fear him, and we can push his word and exalt his name and give the warning, man. So we out here in these streets, all right? It's a lot of Israelite groups out there that believe in taking the winters off. You know, they don't want to do, they don't want to come out as consistently as possible. They don't want to do none of that, man. A lot of them just want to, be in their little comfort zone and just, do whatever they want to do and bring out false doctrines. That's not what this is about, man. It's not about us. It's about us coming out here and fishing out the elect, all right? So at the end of the day, we have this wisdom out in these streets. Then, like I said, how long you simple ones love simplicity? How long are you going to love and believe in this system, man? How long are you going to believe in NBA 2K? How long you gonna believe in ESPN? How long you gonna believe in walking down the street going to Starbucks? How long you gonna believe in these little silly things that you can do in your everyday life, man?
Right.
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 You turn on the news or whatever, and as soon as they say something that's appealing to your ears, you get all happy and everything. I keep saying it. Let's get Isaiah 30. Because it keep coming out. It keep coming out. Because I'm just, because at the end of the day, this is what... Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, says the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that covered with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
Right.
That broke to go down into Egypt, and had not answered my mouth to straighten themselves in the strength of Pharaoh. And to trust in the shadows of Egypt.
That's right. See, America is spiritually Egypt and Rome. All right, because spiritually Egypt, because Egypt, all it means is hard bondage. Our people are brought over here to serve slavery, and we still serving it now. If you don't believe it, all you got to do is be like, yeah, I got a social security number, I got a birth certificate. You belong to the government, man. You a slave to the financial system now. You're not free. All right.
Another thing too, both sides really. It's an inside joke with the prophet, because back in the ancient world, Israel asked it, begged the Most High to get out of Egypt, and they got pissed off with Moses, okay?
Yeah.
And they wanted to go back to Egypt. Now you got this new Egypt. The Most High gonna have them stay in Egypt, and the prophets is gonna leave.
Yep.
And you gonna stay here.
Yep. Prophet, that's a con. Prophet's gonna leave, man.
You're gonna stay here, you're gonna die. You're gonna die right along with Pharaoh. But Pharaoh, it was symbolic. He got killed with water. This time he's gonna get killed with fire. But this time you're gonna have a large portion of Israel that's gonna be in there.
Yep. And like we always say, remember Lot's wife. Lot's wife went back. She went back, even though her husband told her, like, look, this ain't the time. We need to get up out of here. You know? He was like, look, man, this ain't the time. We got to get up out of here. The Lord getting ready to destroy this place, right? You know, she ain't want to believe it. She went back. Now look what happened to her. She got burned, man. She got burned. So what he just read, you know, in Isaiah, you know.
I gotta get my weed.
Right.
I forgot to get my weed, my purse. Yeah.
You know, they went back. She went back.
I gotta tell my girlfriends goodbye.
Right. And it was a done deal, man. And she ended up, you know, being destroyed. And that's what's gonna happen to a lot of our people because they putting their trust in Egypt. Like I said, this is America spiritually, Egypt and Rome, man. All you gotta do.
Another day too with Lot White. Not to cut you off.
Oh, that's cool.
So the thing is with Lot White, you can read between the lines that she liked Solomon more. She had a lot of friends there. It's the same thing with here in America. You got a lot of white women. They love to have gay friends and shit.
They do, man. They do.
They got a lot. It's like it's crazy. Like, man, you know, it's one thing you have a girl and then you get pissed off because it's another dude, then you find out he's gay. Like, I can't say shit.
Right. At all. At all. Then the thing is, you know, what's causing a lot of confusion is because they have a lot of those type of friends, right? But then they get mad when they be like they can't find a man. If you really wanted a man, you'd be like, look, act like one, right? But y'all support these ways, man. Like I said, and this is spiritually Sodom as well, man. All right, this is spiritually Sodom as well. And so this place is gonna be taken out like Sodom and Gomorrah, definitely, man. Through World War III thermonuclear destruction. Keep going.
Alright. Verse 3, therefore should the strength of the Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
That's right. Your shame and your confusion. What we was just talking about, man. Because you definitely going to be shamefaced. Just like it's saying Daniel 12:1. A lot of our people are going to come back with everlasting contempt and shame, man. A lot of y'all going to be walking around in the kingdom with your head down. And you already know how Jay get down. Y'all going to be getting roasted in the kingdom. When y'all come back, the Most High is going to make it a way for y'all to feel that shame.
We gonna do an indirect, like we ain't talking. Like, man, this, that, and third, yeah, we just gonna be talking about doing indirect.
Right. You know.
And they spirit, they gonna know it's them.
Yeah.
They gonna know it's them.
Yep. They gonna have their heads down in the kingdom, man. But ultimately, the Most High is gonna take that spirit up off of you. You're going to be able to enjoy the kingdom like the rest of us. You know, how Rachaa, we make it, you know. I ain't trying to boast saying that we going to make it, you know, but at the end of the day, you know.
At least we tried.
Yeah, we trying, man.
At least we fucking tried.
Right, we trying, you know. And that's really what the Most High is looking for, man. He's looking for ones to try because just like the brother Gazak said, he said, we came into this truth not perfect, but now that we in this truth, we're trying to be perfect. All right, so that's going to take some time. It's going to take some building. You know, so you're going to go off from time to time, but the thing is to get to you to the point where you don't go off willingly, man. You know, you want to try to do these, you want to try to be in this thing and with sincerity, all right, and be serious about it, because at the end of the day, it's going to be real serious when this shit shut back down again, all right? You can jump to verse 10, unless there's something more in between that.
I go 7.
Okay.
This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 7. For the Egyptians should help in vain and to no purpose. Therefore have I cried concerning this. Their strength is to sit still. That means do nothing.
Right.
Now go, write it before them in the table and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever, that this is a rebellious people, blind children that will not hear the law of the Lord, which should say to the seer, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things.
Yep.
Prophesy to see.
Yep. Prophesy to see.
You gotta calm down. You can't be like that.
No, you supposed to come in this in love.
Like, man, you want us to go out there and teach about sugar some rainbows and everybody gonna get along.
Right. Right.
You got guys, niggas that come up with this thing, right? I mean, when I first got in this truth, we was just always talking about the kingdom of heaven, but when it started, like, yeah, fuck the white man, this, that, yeah, fuck that, man, yeah, brother. Yeah, they used to count their head up in the sky there. As soon as we start talking about these niggas and these bitches on this sign, two birds on it, it's a problem.
Real.
It's a problem. Oh, no.
Like, come on, man. Scripture say, bring.
Like that cat down there, he been out there for like 30 to 40 years.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you ain't going to heaven. Look for your weed and your cigarettes.
Well, who following that dude, man? Who listening to that dude? Every time we see him, man, that dude alone, man. He always saying nothing.
He used to talk shit about us too. Like, yeah, you ain't going to heaven, and you call yourself a Hebrew Israelite. Like, how the hell you know who we are?
Let's start showing you that he been watching it and listening, man.
Watching, man.
Yeah.
Watch my videos.
Yeah. And like you said prophesying to us smooth things, prophesying to us deceits. Y'all want to be lied to, man. Y'all want to be lied to. Why does a lie make you feel so comfortable? You know? And you would think that you would want people to tell you the truth, so then you can have some type of uplifting going on. You can have some type of maneuvering, you know? You can be like, oh, okay, that's what's going on. This is what's happening and this and that. You start to think differently, man. But if you keep feeling like, yeah, just tell me smooth things, just make me feel good. Y'all got that Holly Berry from Monster Ball spirit, man. Just made me feel good. That's what prophesying to us smooth things is talking about, man. Y'all just want to feel good, man. Hey, this ain't the time for that. Right.
Yeah, I don't even want. I watched that movie one time in my life. I'm saying I've never watched this.
She might be a terror too.
She's crazy.
She definitely is. Definitely. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. That's what, you know, a lot of people want to hear, man. They just want to hear things that's going to make them comfortable and fit their mold. But it ain't time for that, you know. Said it's time to uplift the spirit, man, to get to the point where you're able to understand this and get on a better level. Because if not, like I said, when these things start happening, man, we not going to be out here no more. You know, all these brothers and all the elders, the apostles, everybody that's, you know, giving you the warning, they're not going to be out here soon, man. Let's get that. What's that? Amos? Famine of the word. It's getting to that point, man. Like I said, you know, the Most High allowed, you know, his men to come out here once again to bring out this word. And one of the things that one of the brothers said, I forget his name. He was like, you know, as you see, he was like around like 2007 when they were first out here. You know, people would be out here 8-10 hours, you know, all day. Right, come out here like 10 in the morning, leave at like 9-10 at night. And then he was like, as the years progressed, went forward, it was like, it went from like 10 to 12 hours, and then it went from 8 to 6, then 6 to 4. Now we in a time where it's just like 2 hours or less, man, you know? And so it's getting shorter and shorter. Yeah. So now it's going to get to the point where it's going to be like, all right, look, we just going to bring this out real quick, and then we out of here, man, because it's been going out long enough. Long enough, man. Especially
the internet, because people be on their phones and everything, so they definitely find us.
Right.
And you correct about that, because we used to be out here to like 4. There's been times we was out here to like, we used to start up camp at 4 o'clock, and we be arguing with some bonehead, man, some knucklehead, all the way to almost 11 o'clock. No, Jesus, brother, say love.
Right.
Love, like good. I remember when I first got in the camp, I don't know why they did what Apostolic did is he was talking to some Persian, Iranian girls, Muslim girls, and the Edomite. Oh, I can't say that word, never mind. some Caucasian guys. Okay. This dude, they was up there debating with this dude for like hours and hours and hours. We just closed the shop early, and then we broke up in camps and things like that.
Right.
We got some of us in smaller camps, doing rows and things like that. We only here for like 2 hours. And it's just becoming, you know, it's a famous word that's coming now.
Yeah.
And they banning a lot of us, or you YouTube.
Yep.
Because every time we say a word, they will have a little thing where they censor you. It's a Google bot. They will watch the video, spot, and they will label you when you say a certain word, and they will shadow ban you.
Yep. Yep. YouTube using that algorithm now where they if you just say a word but it's not even talking about or going against it, they'll still label it and be like, no, we gotta take this down because you know you said this or you said that, and you'll show them. You can appeal it and be like, actually, I wasn't speaking about this, and they won't even give you a chance, man. They'll be like, nah, because they know. They're like, no, this is too much. This is why we say ultimately the internet is gonna be shut down soon, because ultimately a lot of these people heard about this word through YouTube, man. Like the Apostle Tahar said, he was like, man, if the internet didn't exist, he was like, man, we would just be local Israelites. He said, we'd just be local Israelites because we don't got money to travel consistently to warn the whole world about what's to come. The power came from YouTube, man. A lot of people, and now, you know, the word is even out even more now because everybody got that phone, man. Everybody can just go on their phone and look at and do anything. They got these mini computers in their pockets now, so it's no excuse. It's no excuse, man. So it is what it is. You looking for that? All right. I get Amos real quick. All right, this is Amos 8 and 11, and it says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not of famine of bread, nor of thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. So at the end of the day, this is what's coming. And like I said, one of the major ways that this famine of the word is going to come is through the internet, man. Like I said, because a lot of people know about it, you know, this is on all the social media platforms. It's on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, the regular internet, you know, all of that. You can Google it. It's everywhere, man. So it's no excuse. It's no excuse. And like I said, and this is going to be one of the ways that people going to get their phones or whatever the case may be. They're going to try to look it up at the last minute. Once they see these things actually hit their front door, then they're going to be like, oh, man, what was those dudes on all those streets saying in those corners? Hey, they was calling on that name. You know, you still got a lot of people calling on Ahia, Yeshua, Yahweh, you know, all of these false names, but they don't want to come across the real name, man. You know, they don't want to call on the names of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. Those are the true names of the Lord and his son, man. So at the end of the day, the Most High is going to have this happen. He's going to have the famine of the word happen. And like I said, it's going to be a famine on the word, not just through the internet, but it's going to be for us being out on the streets as well. You're not going to be able to walk down the street and hear this no more. Because around that time, that's when all hell going to break loose in these streets, man. That's going to be it. And we ain't going to be out here trying to tell you what to do. We're going to be on the move, man. We're going to be on the move, trying to get up out of here and stay out the way, keeping the faith. I can get,
something yeah, like a circle, like we said, teach day and night.
Teach day and night.
Yeah, it's something. Yeah, the internet.
All right. Is Luke? And the day time he was teaching in the temple, and at night he went out. And
it's in Psalms. Yeah, it's in Psalms. It breaks it down.
Oh, okay. See if I can find it real quick. Psalms.
It shows also. It also described that when they said that the Lord, every eye should see Him, it's going to be on every single mainstream media and also the social media. So actually, it's going to be a real buck wild, but people going to be seeing those chariots like they're doing now. They're going to grab their phone and they're going to shoot it, and they're going to take pictures. They're going to record it. Everybody going to see it.
Yeah.
You're not recording it. You're going to see somebody actually record it.
Yep.
Live.
day and night. Only ones I see is it's the light is in the law of the Lord, and His law that's fair to say day and night. Those are the ones that pop up in Psalms.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, though, yeah, man, you know, this is what's getting ready to happen. You know, like I said, all of these things are getting ready to break down very, very soon, man. And now, you know, that now is the time to wake up. Now is the time to wake out of sleep. Because if you don't, man, best believe it's a wrap. Hold on, let me check this camera real quick. All right. At the end of the day, man, this is the time, man. This is the time to really, you know, get serious, man. Because any one of these days, like I always say, wake up, like we just bring out earlier. The day of the Lord is gonna come as a thief in the night. And then as soon as that happens, like I said, you're gonna look at your phone, or you're gonna look outside, or look at the news. You're gonna be like, wait, hold on, what's going on? Just like when I went out, when everything started happening last year, I was getting ready to pick up a delivery order, and I was getting ready to walk in the restaurant, and it was like, you can't come in. I'm like, what? I'm like, no, you can't come in because of, you know, the pandemic that's going on. And I was like, wait, what the hell? And, you know, and then at the end of the day, you know, it started happening everywhere. And then I'm just like, man, it's going down, man. It's going down. And like I said, now they opening everything back up, making it seem like everything is prospering, but it's not, man. It's really not. So, see, if we go here, we can have the second address and bring that out. 15, second address 15, and it's all kind of heat up in there. Because we live in those prophecies right now. You know, we living through those times, man. People are standing up against their kings and their princes. You know, they're not caring about the government or anything no more. They like, man, we want to take back what's ours. We want to take back our freedom, but this ain't about that, man.
Yeah, another thing too. We had those people that was here. They were just they were just listed up when we were talking about people that rule over them.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna say too much on that. I'm gonna go to second Ezra chapter 9 real quick.
Okay.
This is second Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me and said, Matters doth that time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the sign pass, which I told thee before, thou shalt thou understand that in that very same time, wherein the high will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore thou shalt be seeing earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, and thou shalt be well understand that the Most High spoke these things from the beginning, like from the day that was before thee, even from the beginning.
That's right, even from the beginning. It said, measure thou the time diligently, meaning look at what's going on. All right, these prophecies are popping off right off the page, man. They're going off left and right. See what's going on in the world and match it up with what you're reading, because you're living what you're reading right now, man. We were literally reading this, and this is happening across the world. The uproars of the people, all right. You know, the people trying to get back what they want, with everything that they need or whatever, and everything like that. But you know, the government and everything trying to keep you locked in, man, and they're gonna succeed on that. They're gonna succeed on that, because the majority of people that's gonna follow suit, they're just gonna stand in line and be like, yep. You know, one day it's gonna be, yeah, get your free magical waters right here. The next day, it's mandatory for you to get that MOB, which is the microchip, man. All right. So,
Yep.
Go ahead.
Man, so you won't get that. So you won't get sick. So you feel better, man. That's why you want to give you that. Okay, because they care about you.
All right.
They love you. So that's speaking of what the school goes on. Verse 4, for like all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Even so in the time also the highest have planned beginning in wonders and powerful works, and ended in effects and signs.
Right.
And everyone that should be saved and should be able to escape by his works and by faith whatever he had believed, should he preserve from the safe, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning.
That's right. He sanctified his elect from the beginning, man. And that's why there's no such thing as free will, because there's a certain amount of men and women that were predestinated for salvation since the beginning. A lot of people don't want to accept that. All right, a lot of people be like, oh, you know, it's this one dude that always pop up on my YouTube timeline talking about, yeah, we got to use our free will, you know, to push the word of the Lord and everything like that. I'm like, there's no free will. The Most High has you think the way you think. The Most High has you live the way you live, and He has you do what He wants you to do. All right. Some people are destined for judgment on the wicked side. Some people are destined for salvation. It is what it is, man. All right. That's why we like, look, this is not, you know, a lot of people want to say, well, we need to come up together as a nation. No, this is not the time for nation building, man. We only out here to wake up the elect, because as soon as the elect is sealed, that's it. That's it, man. That's it. Like I said in Revelation 7th chapter. All right.
No, brother, we gotta get together, man. We gotta get Trump out of all them, man. We did that. Still
we did. They're right. Y'all got Trump out of office. Now what happened?
Now what? Now what?
What position y'all in now that's so much better than before? Nothing at all, man. Nothing at all. We get second entrance 15 and 5.
15.
Yeah.
Second entrance 15 and 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I would bring plagues upon the world in the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Oh yeah, speaking of that, it's been a famine happening all over the United States. They had it on Insiders, I think a day or two ago. It was shortage of food in certain places, and shortage of toys, water, pops, things like that. That's been happening.
Woo! It has been happening. You've been saying it, man. Literally, Wingstop, that restaurant, they changed it to Thigh Stop because they running short on chicken wings. And the thing is, that was beautiful, is the Most High been using his heat to destroy a lot of crops and everything from these farmers too.
And car parts too.
Yeah.
You've been having a lot of people that been trying to get their car fixed, and they have to wait till the shipping some parts and have to come in.
It's wow.
And they have to change their rotor. They can't change it. Brake pads and all the way down to spark plugs. It's a mess.
Yeah, it is.
Right now, they taking them like, you know, you go to a shop and they give you a certain amount of days when they gonna fix it while they working on it.
Right.
Now, people waiting like more than like 2 months to get their car fixed. They got no choice but to hop on the bus and train. So they can't go. They don't got no mechanic to get the parts for the car.
Yep.
Especially depending on what car you got.
Yeah. And you already know a lot of people like the foreign cars because, you know, the foreign cars, they look better and they might have the better bells and whistles, you know. So a lot of people like to buy the foreign cars, but when those cars down, those cars are even more expensive to fix because they got to, like you just said, they got to go overseas or whatever to get those certain parts and everything like that. And now you just run that out, they can't even do that on certain things.
No, they can't.
So it's coming down to the point where, you know, a lot of the, you know, your essentials, your natural resources and so forth and so on are disappearing. They're disappearing, man. And this is why this is gonna humble down a lot of people in the last days, man. It's gonna make a lot of people wake up once they actually see that they can't even walk the way that they want to walk in these streets no more, man. It is what it is. You can read that again.
Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
That's right. Wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth. There's wickedness going on every single second of the day, every day, man. Exceedingly polluted the earth. You know, this is one of the reasons why we always vexed in the spirit, because we getting tired of being around it. You know, once you come into this understanding, you realize the way you're supposed to live, the way you're supposed to think, and then you just walk outside. You know, you're not in the matrix, so to speak, no more, man. You get to see the world for what it actually is. You like, man, this world is fucked up. You know, and a lot of people know it too, but a lot of people just don't want to say anything or, you know, do anything about it, man. They just want to be in it. That's why, you know, they got this thing called, this thing that people like to say, it's 2021, man. We still talking about this. Just let people be. They giving in, man. They giving in. Like, what you mean?
They gonna say that there's no peace.
All right.
Yeah, now they Yeah, they really fucking your kids up with that shit too.
Man, and that's another thing too, you know, even though the shows that we used to watch growing up, you know, they had subliminal scenes and messages and everything in it, but now they just throw it at you now, man. They just throw it at you. You got Lil Nas X, but I don't even want to talk about him, but he's supposed to be one of the main people to represent the kids. And you look at his videos, you be like, how is this child friendly, man? Name one thing child friendly about that dude. But this dude winning all kind of Nickelodeon awards, whatever other awards that's affiliated with kids, and kids are looking at him. Then they had that other show, I think that was on PBS or whatever it was, with the lady singing, and they getting kids that's 3-4 years old to go ahead and accept the letter community, man.
Another thing too, back in 2000, like I say around 2000, okay, 2001, 2, that wouldn't fly by nobody.
Right.
That would not fly by nobody.
No.
It would never been shown on BET because they was not fucking accepting that shit.
Yep.
Now, it's 2021 and y'all just accepting that shit. He
Yep.
just fucking kids.
Right. Yep.
And there's an old saying, pay the piper.
Yeah.
You know the piper, you didn't pay the piper to get the rats, and they had he saw on the fruit to get the kids to follow him and disappear. That's what the man doing.
Yep. And like I said, it's just too much acceptance, man. You know, it's just more and more excuses just for you to be who you want to be, and it shouldn't be like that. Period. It shouldn't be like that, man. You're not supposed to have an excuse for your wickedness. You know, you ain't supposed to just be like, just leave them alone. If they want to grow up and, dye their skin green and wear masks, let them be a Ninja Turtle. You gotta just sit back and be like, well, he want to be a Ninja Turtle, so let him be. It's 2021. Get the fuck out of here, man. No, you ain't supposed to be a transformer. You ain't supposed to be none of this, man. If you born a certain gender, you're supposed to stay like that. Alright?
Nah, brother. No. Yeah, that's a sport. No. Shouldn't say that.
They literally got
Look at that. They got it. You see the fucking private part?
Alright.
Like, you can do it the average one, you can't do it the human.
Right. They literally got the thing where they was like, you can't give your child, you can't put a gender on your child when it's born, man. They're like, you have to wait for the child to become to a certain age and then let him or her decide what they want to be. Come on, man. That's confusion at an early age. That's why, like he said, he was like, man, I can't have no children in this world, man. Because it's too many things coming at them from all angles to the point where they're gonna get sucked into this, man. Sucked into this madness. And it's crazy. But
it's messed up when you get the cops describing an old ass fucking police car. That's terrible. I haven't seen one of those bitches since 2008. And I'm getting flashbacks off of that.
Man, that is throwback, right?
I'm like, what the fuck is that?
That's them hood cars right there. But you can that's a whole lot to the second action. You can continue to read that.
Okay, verse 7. Therefore says the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profane commit, neither will I suffer them on these things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood cries unto me, and the soul of the just complain continuously.
Man, we complain continually, man. We complain continually. We ready to get up out of here. How long, oh Lord, are you gonna keep this mercy? We happy that he have mercy right now, because right now he's dealing with us on a certain level. He's showing mercy to his servants. But at the end of the day, we ready to get up. We ready to get up out of here, man. We getting tired of having our alarm clocks go off every day and gotta go to the plantation, and do everything that we gotta do, man. All right. We hate it, man. We hate it. Like I said, the just complain continually. And that's how you can tell who is who when it comes to this, man, because there are a majority of people who are not complaining. There's a lot of people that's like, whatever. All right.
They say, yeah, you like, man, let them be gay, man. It's more business for me.
Like, come on, man. Yeah, then he won't be saying
what
that.
You mean, shit, you talking about yourself, motherfucker?
Right. So won't be saying that when those same dudes that you left alone, they start running up on you and they try to holler at you. They try to hop down. They try to hop down. Like, come on, man. You know, it is what it is, man. Like you said, we complain continually. Why? Because we understand what's happening, man. If we want to live righteously. You know, we don't want to go off. That's why the elect are gonna appreciate those new bodies, man. They're gonna appreciate those new bodies. Let's get that. 1 Corinthians, let's some more to that first. All right. 1 Corinthians 15. I think it's, let me see. Start at 50, yeah.
1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 50. Now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of God, neither does corruption inherit incorruption.
That's right.
Yo, I show you a mystery. We should not all sleep, but we should all be changed.
Right.
In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trumpet, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be rose incorruptibly, and we shall be changed.
That's right. We're gonna be changed. The elect is gonna be changed, and one of the reasons why they're gonna be changed is because they're gonna be beamed up into those chariots. They have to be changed in order to be in them chariots. One of the points.
About these people right here.
Yep.
Not no other nation.
That's right. That's right. The elect from these people right here, they're gonna be changed once they get beamed up into the chariots, which people call the UFOs, which are exposing themselves a lot more these days. A lot more. They're exposing themselves so much. They got a documentary coming out, I think, on Showtime.
Right.
Coming out on Showtime. I think it's coming out this month. The whole thing talking about all the videos that people been posting on YouTube or whatever of the UFOs they've been seeing in the skies. All of these things are happening. But anyway, get back to the point. The bodies are going to be changed because they're going to be saved and they're going to be put in those incorruptible bodies. And one of the main points, one of the elders said, that we're gonna need those bodies because when them chariots take off, this body right here can't take that, man. Them chariots gonna be gone. Whoosh. They gonna be gone, man. And then, like you said, you know, flesh and blood can't inherit the kingdom of the Most High. Pretty much meaning your mind got to be changed. You know, you can't come into the kingdom, you know, with a wicked mind. You know, and you can't come into the kingdom with this flesh because we have scripture say the flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing. Alright, so as long as you in this flesh, you're going to go off, regardless. But we in those new bodies, we're not going to go off, man. We're not going to go off. You're going to write the laws, the commandments, statutes, and laws in our inward parts. We're going to be perfect, man. And that's what we're waiting for. And the elect is going to appreciate those new bodies, man. Because that's like we read earlier, just complain continually. When the elect get those new bodies, they're going to be like, yes, finally, I don't have to go off anymore. They gonna feel happy, man. We gonna be crying. We gonna be singing songs in the chariots, hugging all the, brothers gonna be hugging, rejoicing that we know that we over here, we made it, man. So at the end of the day, that's what we looking for. Those new bodies are gonna be like the icing on the cake, so to speak, to the salvation. Because those new bodies, man. Because once you realize you in those new bodies, it's on, man.
Yeah, another thing too. All the programming and the like the conditioning of our minds, you ain't gonna have that from this society.
That's
like,
right.
For instance,
yeah.
like let's say for instance, you never killed anybody. Bodies to see somebody go off and put them down.
Yep.
Yep. I want to mess around and kill the other nation. Like shit, you gonna have another body that's chipped to the stone, man.
Yeah.
You can't, like with this body, we can do it, but we're gonna have some most like, damn, I took that little money, I took that little baby.
Yo, you gonna have
with those new bodies. Don't sound like, look, go get that.
That his anger is gonna be on us, man. Yeah, all kind of scriptures come. Let's get that. I get it. Or unless you want to get it.
What?
Ezekiel 35 and 5. And that's, I believe it's Ezekiel 25 and 14 too.
What number?
35. Ezekiel 35 and 5.
Okay, here it is. Ezekiel 35 and 5. Because thou had a perpetual hatred and had shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, and that in that time thou shalt iniquity have an end. Therefore, as I live, I says the Lord, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Which thou had not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
That's right. And he's going to use us to do it. He's going to shed a lot of blood on this side, because since our enemies didn't have no remorse, they didn't repent for what they did, you know, the Most High is going to make sure that blood pursue you, man. All of our enemies, you know, that all the enemies to these people, they're going to have to shed a lot of blood, man. They're going to receive double, like the scriptures say. And he's going to use us to do it. He's going to use us to do it. Like I said, when we get those new bodies, you know, like you said, we going to have that mentality where we're going to be like, man, we ain't going to feel no remorse. We ain't going to feel like, damn, man, I don't want to. No, man, we instantly going to hop on it. When he give the order, hey, go get them. Because you got to remember, man, they got to receive double. So the thing that's getting ready to happen ain't going to be nice, man. And I believe that's Ezekiel 25 and 14, I think.
Okay, Ezekiel 25 and 14. There says the Lord God, when the whole earth rejoices, I will make them desolate.
Yep.
Okay. As though does it rejoice in the inhabitant of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Zion, and all of Dumia, even all of them of it. And they shall know that I am the Lord.
Yep. That's what's gonna happen, man. People gonna understand what the Most High is all about very, very, very soon, man. It's a lot of things are gonna start happening. They're gonna be like, they ain't gonna think in the back of their mind. They're like, yep, this is the Lord, man. This is it. I gotta receive my judgment, man. I should have listened to them, man. I should have never been the way that I was. But around that time, when you try to seek this truth, speaking about these people, it's gonna be too late, man.
Yeah, we're gonna have like I ordered a book, right? Like $10. The letter to Woody Lynch. It's talking about how they did the slaves back then, how they, how they did, how they really fucked us up.
Yep.
You know, and I'm thinking, as I'm reading it, it's a small read. So I'm just thinking in the back of my mind, damn, in the kingdom we gonna do the same shit. It's gonna be certain brothers out here that's gonna be so good, and it's gonna be their craft on how to mess these people up. Okay?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a craft like, you know what? Get this brother ICR, man. He know how to fuck them up.
Man, it's gonna be a time, man. It's gonna be a time, man. It's gonna be good for us.
That your women, you can forget about them.
Yeah, man.
Forget about them.
Forget about them, man. Y'all gonna have all the Roseannes, all of the.
They ain't gonna want it.
Right.
They want us on this side right now. I'm really done.
Yep. Y'all gonna have all of them, man. We gonna have all of the real ones. Let's about to keep going soon. We can close it with 2 Peter. Unless you gotta have something.
Nah, I don't got nothing else.
Alright, 2 Peter 3 and start at 7.
So 2 Peter what?
2 Peter 3 and 7.
2 Peter chapter 3 verse 7. But the heaven and the earth which are now, but the same word are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and politics of godly men. But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years.
Right.
And 1,000 years as one day.
That's right. So that's a little small point before he gets to the point. That lets you know when you read the Genesis, the first chapter, it's, when you read it and it says that he created everything in 6 days, It's not saying in the literal 6 days. This place was created in 6,000 years. All right? It's not talking about 6 days. 1 day with the Lord is as 1,000. All right? So I don't want to get off topic, but you go ahead. Just wanted to bring that out since you was ready.
All right, that's it.
No, it's one more.
All right.
It's all good.
Verse 9, the Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is in long suffering to us upward, not willing that any shall perish, but they all shall come to repentance.
Yep.
But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up.
That's right. So that's the end all be all, man. So at the end of the day, all of these things are happening. It's going to lead to the destruction of America, which is going to, this place is going to be destroyed within 1 hour. And the day of the Lord is going to come as a thief in the night, man. One day, like I say, you're just going to wake up, things are going to be happening out of nowhere. And a lot of people are going to bug out, but the only people that's going to be calm and collected is the elect, man. Their spirits are going to be lifted up to a whole nother level. And they're going to be uplifted to that Book of Eli type spirit, so to speak. They're going to be like, this is it. This is it, man. But at the end of the day, that noisome destruction that's coming, that's the thermonuclear destruction, man. The nuke's coming over here, man. This place is about to be the greatest sacrifice. All right, the Most High about to get rid of this place because, like we read earlier, wickedness has polluted this place. All right, so the Most High getting ready to get rid of it, man. So we out here, like I said, we giving a warning. We trying to tell you before it's too late because it's going to be coming time. Gonna be curtains, man. All right. So with that, Lord willing, we'll be back out next week. So with that, we're gonna say, call Halayim, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles of the great millstone who taught us this truth. Honor to you, brothers and elders out there pushing this word to the four corners of the earth with truth and sincerity. And shalom to you few sisters that's listening and learning. And Yahweh Rachaa, we'll be back next week. Shalom.